What's up, guys? If you want to create a site animations without costly equipment or hiring a videographer, Google Earth offers a quick and accessible solution. Today, I want to demonstrate how you can use it and produce animations for your project presentations or for your location maps. Without any further ado, let's jump straight to the tutorial. There is a tool called Google Earth Studio, and it's a web-based application that we're going to use for this site animations. So if you go to your browser and then search for google.com/earth/studio and / I'll also put the link on the description so that you can just get straight to the site. So if you go here under Try Earth Studio, you need to be registered first with the application in order for you to be granted a permission. So it roughly takes maximum of a day to be granted permission to use the application. We can start our project from a blank project or open an existing project, but if we click on this arrow, we have quick starts. These are basically predefined templates that you can start your site animations right away. We have the zoom to orbit template, point to point, and then spiral template. I recommend this if you are a beginner to start your site animation right away, because I am too a beginner and I'm still using this to create amazing project site animations and locations. So, but in order for you to understand what goes behind the curtain, what goes behind these animations and these templates, we need to understand the key fundamentals, the basics on how these are being created. So I'll go back and then we'll come back later in a minute to explore these templates. I'm going to create a project from scratch, right? And then these are the settings of our project. I'll give it a name. This is the name of the site in the Southern Africa. These are the dimensions of the animations. Basically, this we're gonna render this as an MP4 format. So you can either choose a higher value or high resolution if you want. I'll leave it as 1920 by 1080. You can create 4K, 6K, 8K, whatever resolution you want. This is the duration of the animation. I'll make it 25 seconds. The frames, you can either choose time code or frames, and then we have the frame rate here. So if you want to create a smooth and with slow motions animations, I would recommend you to go for higher FPS, which is the 60 FPS. And then we have the world here to explore. We have three options: Mars, Moon, and Earth. Let's stick to Earth because our site is on Earth. And then we can hit start to start our project. Let me run you through the interface features. At the top here is the viewpoints, and then we have options to choose how many number of viewpoints to have in our interface. And then down below there is the timeline. That's where we are keyframing all the camera movements and position. And then over here is the attributes, basically all the elements that are important for us to keyframe in our timeline. So if you look at here, we have more attributes as well that we can add to the list. There we have the camera target that also can be animated. All these elements or attributes can be keyframed. We can make it interesting, like to introduce time of the day and then animate the time of maybe basically you're doing a sun study. You can also achieve that. You can introduce some clouds to make it interesting. You can bump in some 3D buildings to your map to really make it more fascinating. So if we go here at the top, we have options to choose whatever coordinate to use or to key in. And then if you click on these options, we also have a map. You can toggle between map and satellite depending on the style of your preferences. And then at the top here is the menu bars. Like any other program, we have file where we can access the project settings, project preferences, and then we have the view where we have another interesting feature, which is the map style, where you can decide what kind of elements or information you want to display from your map. You can have it clean without any information, or you can have exploration to have a bit of information there, such as annotations of the roads and the boundary, for example. And then you can have everything keyed in. And then we have the preview quality. It will depend on the specification of your hardware. You can also go all the way to high. By default, it comes at the normal. Okay, and then here is the play and the play features of your animation. at the top right corner there is the render button, because we're gonna render this as an MP4 like I mentioned earlier on, and then we can also save or extract some high resolution images of our site. One thing I like about this, unlike or as compared to Google Earth, is that you can really choose the view you want, or elevation, whatever coordinate that you want, and then extract that high quality image without really struggling. Okay, let us now look at the basics of animation or keyframing. To create a simple animation, I'm going to go here under camera and zoom in, just like I'm using Google Earth. I'm going to zoom in and then locate the site that I want to create an animation. But for easier navigation, I'm going to say go to view and then map style, and then introduce explorations that I can see exactly the site that I want to use, which is basically the site. Then I'm going to press and hold the mouse wheel and rotate like that. This will be the starting point of the camera animation. Okay, so what I need to do is to add a keyframe for all attributes that are here. So this will be the, I would say this will be the end of the animation, right? I'm going to add by positioning this, the what you call the cursor of the keyframe, the cursor of the timeline at the end of the animation, and then I'm going to keyframe all attributes right at this thing, and then I'm going to move this from the beginning, and then I'm going to zoom out like that. Okay, and then I'll add another keyframe from the beginning. So basically I've created an animation. So if I have to play this, this is the animation that I've created. Boom. Let's say we can manipulate the predefined settings or the templates. I'm gonna go here and then quick starts. Then I'm going to go with maybe spiral. Okay, and then hit on start. Then there we go. So we need to search for the location here, or I can just zoom in because I know the place like that. Zoom in there. Wait, there we go. I think it's somewhere here. Perfect. This will be the place. Then I can now hit on select. This is an animation already based on the predefined settings. It's just for you to choose the location, and then you get this. Wow, it's amazing. And then you have all the attributes that have been set here. You can modify depending on what you want. So for example, the angle, you can change the altitude depending on your style. So I'll keep them relatively to the default settings. I can play again and check your preview. I think I can increase the altitude a bit. Okay, one thing that is very important is you can also modify the target. But before you do that, let's just complete the settings first. I'm gonna click on this next, and then set the animation duration. I think I'll leave it at 25 seconds. Then I can hit OK, accept. There we go. We have now the keyframes of our animations, as you can see. So the most important thing is to adjust the target, and I'm going to choose two viewpoints. Then I can zoom in there. If I can't see this, I think this is the one. I'll select this target and then move it to the center of the stadium, stuff like that. Okay, so now if I play this, it will revolve around the camera target. The animation will be revolve around the camera target. So to animate this like that. Okay, and then I can select all this and then easy in or easy out, right, depending on the movement that I want to create. This will create a smooth movement. Okay, and then I can come here in the top view and then adjust. Let me just pause it, and then adjust the camera movement. Instead of having this, I can make it exaggerated depending on what kind of animation do I want. I can stretch this like that, I can bring it there, and then you can play. So simple. Okay, so if you go here under the attributes, one element that I want to introduce and try to animate is the let's add an attribute for time of the day. Okay, I'm gonna click on this and then done. Time of the day. So for example, I want this to be at the night, at the end. Oh, so let me pause it. So I want the animation to end with the night vision, right? So I'm going to add a keyframe. Okay, now I have a keyframe at night, and then I'll move this from the beginning, and then I will add a keyframe a different time. Maybe I would say 8, then hit add. Okay, I have now a different time value starting from 0 to the end of the animation. So if I had to play this, it will go and change the time as it goes. Wow, that is perfect. So I can even pause this, and then instead of having it all the way, maybe I can select all these 2 keyframes and then move them somewhere here just to make it interesting. So if you play it like that, then you can, perfect. So you could even see the reflections of the sun, in your animation, the impact of it. Okay, or maybe instead of having it at I'll pause it. Instead of having it at night, I'm gonna go for the golden time, which is going to be around 6. Then I'll delete these ones, this golden time. And then I can look for the position of the sun. Where is it? There we go. Maybe I can change it to, yeah, drag it there, change it to there. Then I can delete these ones. Okay, let's play it and see. Perfect. I like it. I like to move it. I like to move it. Once you're done, once you're happy with your animation, you can export this. To render this is just go here and render, and then from there you need to set up there are 2 ways of doing rendering. It's either an image sequence where you're gonna have render the series of images per frame, because right, we're using 50, 35 or 30 seconds per frame. So this will be saved in your computer, but I like to create an MP4, a video. So basically this will be saved on the cloud. So I'm saying Cape Town is the name of the video. So Cape Town site animation, and then I will go down below here. The frame, I'll leave it as is. The dimensions are fine, and what else can I change again is the text alignment. We're talking about this text, the watermark for and copyright for that. I think we better leave it there. There's no way you can turn this off, because you have to give credit to the program. So the only thing that you can do is to change its position. Maybe put it on the left, put it at the right, stuff like that. Yeah, or maybe change it to the top left. I think I like it right on the top right. No, bottom right. maybe auto, stuff like this. And then if you go down, texture quality is on high. The map style, do you want to keep this wording or labels? You can say no, or keep it clean. So if you keep it clean, you won't show. But I think for this, I'm just gonna put exploration. I like it when it gets late. They are illuminated, as you can see. Let's see on this side. Yes, perfect. That's what I like about this. And then what else can I set? Again, I think once you're done, you can submit this to the cloud. Okay, and then wait for the message. It says submitting Cape Town site blah 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 to the cloud. Once it's done, yes, it's submitted. You can now go to the animations section, then go to cloud renders. You would find your animation being queued here. So these are other animations that I created before, but yours will be queued here, and then will be given a countdown of how many minutes, seconds are remaining for your animations to be ready. So I will first take the video for this part and then see you after the animation is done. I mean the rendering is done. Right, once it's done rendering, you can download it to save it in your computer, and then let's play the video and see the final results. Interesting. Nice. As it goes, the sunset, very interesting. I like the way the text illuminates as it gets darker. Perfect. Wow, very impressive. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to create more advanced tutorials on this program. I've created some videos or some animations whereby I've integrated with After Effects to create stunning, amazingly animations, guys, because After Effects would help you to really animate the text, the labels, and create some illustrations that really defines your animations. Let me know in the comment section if you're interested in such kind of presentations or animations for your projects, or even just for your presentations. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Share, like this video with those that we feel that will benefit from this. You can also check our Patreon membership. Check the link on the description and really support this channel. I thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.